You're watching Friday Night Football Fever, presented by TCU.
Welcome back to Friday Night Football Fever. Plymouth opened up with an impressive win last week, Carl, against Bremen, 39-17. So tonight, the Rockies at home for their home opener, taking on Rochester. It was senior night down at
Impressive.
Plymouth.
That's early in the season.
Early in the season,
yeah.
But they're getting it out of the way early. And I'll have to say, it's going to be a senior night that these kids are going to remember for a long time because it went their way. Not without a little bit of adversity, though. Early on, Rockies fumble the punt, and Rochester would recover, but they aren't able to do anything with it on offense. So Plymouth gets the ball back. And when you've got this guy, things usually roll in your favor. John Barron, the senior quarterback, follows his blockers, then runs away from the pack. 45 yards on the score. Rockies out in front. Next drive, does it again. Fakes the defense, takes it out wide, finally gets knocked out of bounds at about the 1 yard line, but that just means chance for Barron to share the wealth with his teammate Jeremy Splix. Takes it the final yard for 6. Plymouth rolls tonight 43-0. They are 2-0.
Not a bad start. Two new head coaches, Craig Kaler and Scott Shaw. One of them is going to get their first win tonight. Concord and Memorial, the Minutemen up big in the second quarter. Look at that back shoulder pass. Jason Grooms looking like Aaron Rodgers to Matt Wilmore to get inside the red zone. Led to 3 as Josh Gorbel kicks it through the uprights. So 31-14 Minutemen. Now Memorial trying to get in range before the half, but Seth Schroyer ball hawking in center field. Picks it off. Concord blows out the Chargers 52-21.
All right, time for us to turn our attention now north of that state line where it is opening weekend for high school football in Michigan.
Had some games last night, plenty more tonight, and we're going to start just across the border in Niles as the Vikings fell 1 win short of the playoffs a season ago. Did have their first winning season in a decade, though, so something to build on. Trouble with turnovers tonight, though. A couple picks led to a quick score for Lloyd Norrix as Aaron Holmes, Aaron, bobs and weaves into the end zone, 14-0. Niles put it together thanks to a couple fantastic fourth down conversions. Alex Harpinaugh to Trey Gray.
Nice.
He's only a freshman, but we're going to remember this name. Gray, 230 yards in his debut. Harpinaugh had 458 passing. Those some of the few bright spots in a 55-33 Knights victory.
That high-octane Antoine Jones offense, we saw it at Washington a few years ago. They're running it in Niles. All right, tonight the St. Joe Bears opening up on the road at Kalamazoo Central. First half, Antoine McMillan gets lost in the pile here and then emerges and takes off for a long touchdown run for Kalamazoo Central. They missed the extra point, but they've got 6. Now, St. Joe makes something happen with special teams. A blocked punt, and the Bears' Wesley Matthews gets a hand on it. That would set up a St. Joe field goal. They trailed at 6-3 at halftime, but they owned the second half, and the Bears end up getting a win tonight on the road, 13-6, the final.
Nice comeback. Second year with Brian Keim running the show for Lakeshore as they took on Battle Creek Central, and quarterback Julian Cooper rolls out, finds Brandon Randall in the end zone for 26 yards and a touchdown. The Bearcats lead 12-0. Now, the Lancers responded the very next drive. This is an 8-yard touchdown run from Corey Hampton doing some work. Still, though, down 5, 12-7. We move to the second, and the Lancers take the lead with another touchdown run from Hampton. Lancers end up winning 34-26 in Battle Creek.
Good start for them. Other winners tonight in Michigan, Gull Lake and Cass among the victorious. Northridge, LaVille, LaPorte, Knox, Clover Academy, and North Judson, all winners in Indiana. We've got all the scores on our website, WSBT.com.